The world is responding to you. That's so freaking important. It's so incredibly important when you recognize that the world outside of you is responding to you, because what is the practice that you have been practicing for your entire life? This is for those of us who internalize things. If you are somebody who internalizes things, what you have been practicing for all of your life is that what happens in my external world means something about me. What happens in my external world determines my worthiness. What happens in my external world, blah, 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 blah. But if we understand and we believe that what's happening in the external world is actually a reflection of us and what we're allowing ourselves to receive. In other words, what's happening in the external world, the life experience that we're having, is responding to us. It's a result of us and where we are. That totally freaking frees us up. I have to give you an example. Right here and right now, at the time that I am watching this video, at the time that I am recording this audio for you guys, I have, I want to say on average, like 25 to 30 people who watch every single one of my videos, give or take a couple. If I post a video, if a video goes live, that video is probably going to average 25 to 30 people. If we're saying that there are 30 people who watch my content, who watch my videos, that's 30 people who have an interest in what I have to say. Because people don't watch shit that they don't like. People don't watch things that don't interest them. People don't click on videos that they don't think the thumbnail is interesting. People don't click on videos and they don't like the title. People do not click on videos that they do not want to see. So there are 30 people who care about what I am posting and what I want to see, which is really, really good. And then the likes on my videos are really, really good as well. I might only get 2, 3, 4 likes on a video, but 100% of the people that are coming to my channel are liking my videos, or 100% of the people that are coming to my channel and are watching my videos and are responding to my videos are liking my videos. That means that I am a vibrational match to people within my niche. I am a vibrational match to people within my niche, because if somebody was coming to my video and disliking a video, maybe that video wasn't for them and all of this other stuff. The fact that the people who are interacting with my video and who are thumbing it are liking it means that the people that I am attracting are resonating with the content that I am creating. And this is happening very consistently. So number one, that tells me that as a business owner, I've done a really, really good job on an energetic level, as well as like content creation and the things that I put out. If there is a consistent number of people who we assuming are coming back and returning to my videos, returning to my content, then what that means is that I am on brand for what's going on for them in their lives. I am in alignment with the life experience that they are having. That means that I'm helping them. That means that my content is helping them. It's one thing if you have 100 people click on one video, it interests them, and then you're averaging 2 people watching each of your videos. But if you have people consistently coming back every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that pattern is feedback for me saying, okay, number one, I have done a really good job at attracting in people who my work benefits, who I help. They call this like getting specific on your niche. I've done a really good job at calling in my soul clients and the people who I can help in my specific way. There's like 25 to 30 of them. And that's really, really important, because as I'm sitting here thinking, 25 to 30 is a lot of people. It doesn't seem like a lot in the world of social media. The hundreds of thousands and the millions, the better. You know what I mean? Like, But when you actually sit and you think about it, in my home right now, in my living room, I couldn't fit more than 5 people on both couches that are here. So I could fit like 10 people on the couches. I have a couple of chairs like in the dining area and stuff like that, but everybody else would be standing, and it's not really a lot of room for 15 people to be hanging around in the living room. It would be just a little bit crowded. And so I say all of that to say 25 people is a lot of people when you're considering these people as individuals. So this means if I have 25 people or if I have 30 people, taking into account my own limiting belief that people can't afford me, I'm just taking away 5 of the people to say that they can't afford me. And when I say that they can't afford me, I mean they are not open to allowing themselves to receive support. Because somebody who is open to allowing themselves to receive support, the money can come into their life in a whole bunch of ways. If somebody is like, oh my God, I want to work with Nathallie Hughes and I want her to help me like this and this and this in my life, and universe, I am open to all of the ways that I could allow in this money to work with her one-on-one. I know that I'm worthy and deserving of the support, so I'm just allowing it in. That person could get a random check. They could get a random raise. They could get a family member dying and leaving them money. Like, not saying that we want these things to happen, or you might want a raise, or I don't know your relationship with your family. It doesn't matter. My point is that there are a whole bunch of different ways that money can come into you. So money is not actually the reason why people would not be working with me from their own perspective. It would be whether or not you feel worthy and deserving of the support, if you were actually talking about money. Other than that, maybe you just don't want to work with me. You know what I mean? So let's say take away 5 people because they quote unquote can't afford it. Then you have 25 people. 25 people, that's still a really large amount of people. And if there's 25 people who are consistently watching your content and watching your videos, that's 25 people who you are helping consistently, 25 people who you are showing up for that are growing and expanding, that are very responsive to your work. Like, that's really good. This is over weeks at a time. Like, people are seriously sticking around and consuming my content, and it's really helping them. That's really, really awesome. And so now I'm thinking you have 25 people who are ready and available to work with you. These are clients that you could be working with one-on-one right now. And I just did a meditation with my spirit guide, and my spirit guide said there's 12 to 25 people who are ready to work with you right now. And I was like, oh my God. And then I saw the videos and the numbers, and it's averaging 25 to 30 people. So I'm like, oh my God, there's really 12 to 25 people, and they've been here this entire time. My guides are like, some of them have, some of them haven't. But my point is that after having this realization and being like, oh my God, there's really 25 people with the capacity to work with me and to pay me. Why didn't I see this before? Why didn't I allow this in before? The reason why that happened is not because 25 people all of a sudden woke up and were like, we're here, we're available. These people have been here the entire time, but I haven't had the capacity to even recognize that truth because of my own point of attraction. Because I was telling myself the story that nobody wanted to work with me, or that nobody could afford me, or that nobody values my services. So because I was telling myself that story and I was focusing on the results that I was getting in my physical reality, internalizing them to mean something about me, if the clients were actually there, then they would be coming in right now. And so that means that the clients must not be there, except that's not true. Because the client's not coming in is not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of my vibration. What are you doing, Jeff? It's a reflection of my vibration. It's a reflection of my point of attraction. It's a reflection of me. Why? Because my clients and my business and my money is responding to me. Another example is like with money and finances. Do you recognize that money does not have a consciousness and feelings where money decides whether or not it wants to come into your life? We can have this relationship with money where we're like, I am just begging money to come into my life. Money, please choose me. I don't understand what criteria I need to meet for money to choose me, to decide to come into my life. It's like, no, money is not picking and choosing who it goes to and who it doesn't go to. Money is responding to you. Money is responding to you. The world is responding to you. And so this means I don't have to internalize when the clients don't show up. I don't have to internalize when the money doesn't show up, because it's not a reflection of me. It doesn't mean anything about me. It's just communicating to me what I am open and available to receive. And so now things have completely changed. I'm no longer showing up in my business going, oh my God, there's nobody who wants to work with me. How am I going to get leads and all of this other stuff? I'm now going, freaking G, there are 25 people who are warming up to come and work with me one-on-one. There are 25 people who are warming up to come and work with me one-on-one, because I don't have to think about the money has to come from them and they're incapable, because they are 100% capable, because every single one of them has their own inner being who is always guiding them to their desires. That's 25 people whose inner beings have guided them to me. And if those 25 people are desiring to experience change and transformation through a coach, which they are, if they've come to my content and they're a vibrational match to watching me, then those 25 people's inner beings can also be guiding them to the vibration to where they can easily receive the money to work with me one-on-one. Do you see how we did that? So now there are 25 people who have the capacity and the desire to work with me, and I'm just allowing them in even more than ever before, because they've been there. They're there in the views. They're there having picked up my free gifts, right? They're there in the email list. And so when I say I am just allowing them in, I mean, I'm allowing them into my field. I'm allowing them into my energy. I'm allowing them to become closer than ever before, because they've always been here. They are responding to me. My business is responding to me. Money is responding to me. And so when I don't get money and I go, I never get money, money is responding to me and I'm not getting money. And then that cycle perpetuates. But if the money doesn't come in and I say, I know that money is coming to me, and I say this and I believe this and I have a positive emotional response to this, meaning it feels good for me to say that because of my spiritual understanding and my faith. If the money doesn't come into my physical reality and I say, I know that money is coming towards me, if money is responding to me, then money will begin to come into my physical reality. And this is what Abraham Hicks means when they say it must come. Because money is not responding to me. Money is responding to me. Money is not deciding that it doesn't want to be in my life. Clients are not deciding that they don't want to be in my life, because the world is not deciding how I'm treated. I am deciding how I am treated, and the world is just a reflection of this. The world is responding to me. We talked about this when we talked about the law of attraction mirrors video a while back. That was probably 2 months ago at this point. Okay. What else? Is that it? Do you guys understand that? Do you guys understand that? Stop using your physical reality as an excuse to continue perpetuating an old story. And if you're not at the point where you can say, I know that money is coming, then you're at the point where you want to do that transitional affirmation work of, okay, I am just becoming more and more open to the idea that money might be coming to me. I'm becoming more and more open to the idea that money might be responding to me. And if money is responding to me, then that means I might have influence over how much money I have. I'd like to develop a deeper understanding of this. I'd like to develop a stronger belief in this concept. And then you put those affirmations out there. You're basically asking your inner being, like, okay, I like this concept and I like what's going on here. I'm not 100% sold. So I want you to take me on the journey and I want you to sell me on it. That's what you are saying. And of course, your inner being is going to take you on that journey and sell you on it, because your inner being is always guiding you to your wants and to your desires and ultimately to a place of feeling better. And so when you can develop better feeling beliefs about money, when you develop the understanding and the belief that you are empowered when it comes to your money and your finances, when you develop the belief that you're empowered to what happens to you in your life, then you feel really, really good. You feel really, really, really good. I feel really good about money because I know that money is responding to me. And so if money is responding to me, then that just means I have to figure out how I can show up differently, how I can allow in more money, how I can choose to attract more money. And that's why people talk about, I am a magnet for money. And money absolutely loves me. And all of those affirmations, none of it has to do with the present moment. And I think that this is one of the reasons why a lot of people aren't successful. And I feel like I finally made it to success, to being a successful guru, because I feel like all of the successful speakers, it's just it's what you do. You talk about the fact that a majority of people in the world are not experiencing the success that they want, and they're not experiencing the happiness that they want. And truthfully, I think that the reason why this is because so many people are living in that hole. You have to focus on reality. You have to be realistic. People who are visionaries are not focusing on what's going on in their physical reality. People who are allowing themselves to receive billions of dollars in income are not focusing on their physical reality when they make that a goal. Nobody has moved themselves through the journey of not being successful to being successful by focusing on their reality and focusing on what was happening. Jeff? No. Successful people, and I'm not just talking about people who got their success by doing everything that they were told and by following the rules and by taking it one step at a time, following the path that others have paved before them. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people like Walt Disney. I'm talking about people like Jeff Bezos. I'm talking about people like Amanda Frances. I'm talking about people like Manifestation Babe. I'm talking about people like Oprah. I'm talking about people like Taraji P. Henson. I don't know. I'm talking about all of the people who are wildly successful, doing shit that they love, doing things that somebody else might have told them at some point in their lives was impossible or improbable or an unrealistic goal. Because you got to think about it. If you are transitioning and you are aligning with yourself on a soul level, aligning with your inner being and transitioning out of a life of having attuned to other people and choosing to attune to yourself and follow what you feel, if you are transitioning into having a life of more ease and a life of being connected to your inner being and your spirit guides, then you are transitioning into a life that many, many people in the world are not experiencing. And so that means that many, many people in the world are going to be looking at you and the life transition that you are experiencing, and they're going to be saying that it's unrealistic, and they're going to be saying that it's not possible. And those people who have those thoughts are the people who are choosing to stay in the same reality and to live the same experience over and over and over again until they die. And it's no judgment against them. If that's their soul's journey and if that's their desire for this lifetime, great. But that's not what I'm in the business of. I'm in the business of helping people experience shit that they didn't think was possible for them. And so if you're here and you're resonating with that journey, then that means it's time for you to develop the capacity to detach from what's going on in your physical reality, not detach like you are not emotionally attached to it. You don't feel anything for it. Detach from it, meaning stop internalizing it to mean something about you. My physical reality is nothing but information, which is letting me know where I am, what I'm a vibrational match for, aka what I'm allowing myself to receive, my point of attraction, etc., etc., etc. That's it. That's it. It doesn't mean anything about me. And if my physical reality is a reflection of where I am, if I am choosing to change the way that I show up in my reality, then it only makes sense that my reality will change as a natural consequence. And so when I'm saying my affirmations, I'm changing my energy, I'm shifting my point of attraction, I'm shifting my focus, I'm establishing new belief systems. I have to be living and existing in a reality that hasn't manifested yet. This is almost like Abraham Hicks. I have to be focusing on feeling everything that's in my vortex, experiencing that life experience, and then it will naturally manifest into my physical reality. So you don't need to focus on what's happening in the physical and what's going on in the physical. You need to focus on what's happening in your mind, what's happening in the future that you're creating for yourself, and get behind that and feel into that experience. And then what the world is reflecting back to you will change. And yes, it will change in the money coming in, but it also changes in those subtle ways. It changes in my focus, quite literally shifting from just, okay, all of these videos are posted and all of these are scheduled, to, oh my goodness, let me look at how many views that I have. Because before, when I was telling myself the story that the clients weren't there and that nobody wanted to work with me, I wasn't looking at my views because my views were not in the 10,000s and 900 millions. I wasn't looking at my views because I was telling myself that the lower numbers meant something negative about me instead of looking at them for information. As I've shifted and changed my vibration, my focus, and where I place my attention, now I can look at this number and see something completely different and see something magnificent and see a whole bunch of opportunity for me. And that's really, really good. And I don't have $500,000 in my bank account yet. I don't have $15,000 in my bank account yet. So you also don't need to focus just on, I have to wait until I get the physical result that I want. The little shifts are happening every single second of every single day. And that's what you pay attention to. And that's what you focus on, which is just amplifying that energy. If you can sit and have a freaking freak out session because, oh my God, my perspective changed, or, oh my God, I thought a negative thought about myself and then automatically a positive thought came up. Do you know what that means? That means that I'm I'm actually resetting my fucking subconscious. Isn't that so great? I'm seeing progress. Things are getting better. When you show up in that energy of, oh my God, things are getting better. Things are changing. Things are shifting. I'm seeing results. I'm seeing results. I'm seeing results. These are all the things that you are putting out there and creating, and it will continue to be reflected back to you, right? We've been talking for the past couple of weeks or months at this point about focus. Where is your focus? And your focus is the things that you watch. Your focus is on your thoughts. Your focus is your thoughts that you think, the experiences that you have, and the stories you tell yourself about those experiences. Okay, so love you guys so much. Hope that this helped you. Links in the description for different tools and stuff that'll be super duper helpful to you depending on where you are in your journey. If you're one of those people who wants to allow in more support, I have an I am supported meditation, 51 minutes. It's super duper awesome. That would help you. And if you want to come work with me one-on-one, the links on how to do that are also in the description. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.